Hey, what's going on, guys? Sub here, and welcome to my first snapshot review, I guess. So, this is Minecraft 19W34A. We are in a vanilla Minecraft snapshot. If you look at the top left of my screen when I'm in F3, you can tell. And this is basically the first version of 1.15, so assuming you're all wondering, what are these? And if you can't tell by looking at them, sorry, but you're a little bit not the brightest. Alright, so, basically, the newest thing they added is all centered around one mob. The bee. Now the bee is it's a very interesting mob. It follows you if you have flowers. You can breed them with flowers. And basically what their job is to do is they go around flowers, collect pollen from them. That's why you see all these white particles from them. And they pollinate your crops. They pollinate this, and then they go back to their hive. If you're wondering how to get their hive, well, it spawns in forests, flower forests, and yeah, just basically forests. I haven't actually found it in the surrounded area. I have not actually looked. Although, if you really looked, I'm assuming you could find one. I do not know how rare they are. I just basically spawned these ones in using creative. So, past that, it's actually very interesting, the bees. I personally think these are going to be very interesting mobs in the upcoming Redstone Uprising, because everyone knows every update, there's always some kind of crazy redstone contraption or invention that everyone's going to start to build. Last time, in 1.14, it was bamboo fuel farms. 1.13, it was item transporter water streams. Anything before that, I honestly can't name. But, yeah, the bees, one just actually came out of the hive. So, basically, the bees, when they have pollen, they go into their hives or bee boxes, and they put pollen into it. So, pollinate the flowers, get the pollen, go back to their homes. They also go to their homes during night, and yeah, that's it. And when you breed them, you get cute little baby bees. You breed them with flowers, in case no one caught that. So, besides pollinating your crops, making them grow faster, very interesting farming, by the way. Probably can use this to boost some villager farms, in my opinion, maybe. But there are a few things, only one of them redstone related, that's been added. So, new blocks, we have the bee nest. Annoyed's not called the beehive, so am I. The beehive, this is actually the beehive. I thought it was a bee box. Alright, whatever. The beehive. Now this block I think is very interesting. Let me show you why. It makes really good flooring. I don't know if you can tell, but this is... You might think this is just planks, but no. Different from planks. Although, as for stripped wood, it's along the same lines as stripped wood, but more refined. I personally really like this block, and want to see people use them in builds. Interesting flooring. Let me see about roofing. So, you can't actually go into them. Ooh, that's ugly. You can't actually open these with right-click, but they do have uses. So, with Beehive, if you put a campfire below it, it actually calms the bees. And you get this nice little honey drip effect from it. I'll explain why this has now changed textures in a second. First, let me move over to our two new other items. These are just the bees. Don't know why exactly I have bee. So, basically, this update's for anyone that wants to recreate the Bee movie. This is for you. Wait, this is perfect. Can you name tag bees? I'll be very happy if you can. I think you all know where this is going. Barry B. Benson. If I spelled this wrong, I'm sorry. There we go. You can't see name tags when you're in F1. Okay, that was gonna make the perfect screenshot. We got Barry B. Benson's. So, I assume if you're going off my tutorial when in 1.15, I'm telling you right now, I'm in a snapshot, none of this is permanent, might change. Don't know. So basically, we have the honey bottle and the honeycomb. These are basically the two new non-block items. Bees don't count. Alright, so, besides that, the honeycomb, how you get this, is you actually are going to need shears. So, to pick up the beehives, actually, let me mention first, you are going to need a silk touch pickaxe. You cannot break them in survival. If you do, the bees get very mad. I will show you that right now. So, let me break beehive. And all the bees' eyes just got red, and now they're coming towards me. They attack you, they do 100 damage, and give you poison for, I can't actually tell, 10 seconds it looks like. Okay, that's enough, I'm done. I'm done. No, wrong command. It's still the wrong command. I'm so good at commands. I was in creative mode before, that's why it's showing. Alright, so 100 damage, eyes go red, simple as that. If you kill bees, they drop nothing but experience. Why their eyes just go red again? Okay, I don't know why. Let me just place that back. But yeah, how do you get the honeycomb before I was sidetracked? Is you actually have to shear beehive. So basically, bees, when they gather pollen go in, they make honey, shear it, and you get 3 honeycombs per thing. So I assume you're wondering, well, this spawns naturally. How do you get the bee box? I'm glad you asked. Kind of. I don't know if you actually asked. So basically, this is the first new crafting recipe we have. Beehives. Using 3 honeycombs and 6 of any planks, doesn't have to be spruce, you can make the beehive. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what it died from. So, yeah, campfires, calm the bees. Also, why I have that, I don't want meat bees. So, during nighttime, actually, that's turning night, the bees, after pollinating the flowers, they will go and they will go back to their hive, which is very important because that means they sleep. Now, as you remember I say, you can pick up the beehives using Silk Touch. But we also know that bees go into the beehive. So, if you're wondering what happens during then, you're about to find out. So, the bees, when it's nighttime and they have pollen, someone go do it. Come on. Creeper! I'm sorry. I know it's a dead meme now. Captain Sparkles killed it. Okay, so the bees aren't clearly going to do it. But what's supposed to happen is... Oh, nope. Turn around. Alright. They're supposed to go into their hive during night. And they just disappear and they're in the hive. If you mine this with a Silk Touch pickaxe when they're in the hive drops, but the bees are gone. And if you're wondering, where are my bees? Well, I got a simple answer. Still in the hive. If you, like that one, if you move the hive and place down, the bees will all still be in it. If they're mad at you, I honestly don't know. I'm not going to test it, though. Just basically telling you how to move it. So, that's the only way to get honeycombs right now, and really the only use for this. You can't really light kick, and there's no other kinds of bees besides these. I don't know how much they speed up crop growth. It's honestly hard to tell. I planted all these at the same time, so it's honestly up to you to decide. Actually, let us get 2 pieces of farmland with 2 seeds. I need water. Give me some water. So, this should be on the way. So, we'll have 2 seeds. Alright. We have our trial and error group, I guess you could call it. One near the bees, one away from the bees. Bees have a certain range they get mad at you. They also have a certain range of what they pollinate the crops. So, moving on from that, let me just make it day. What's the time day? Oh no, they changed it. Alright, I don't care enough. Alright, we have the honey bottle. Now, you can eat this to restore hunger. I do not know how much hunger, but it makes a very interesting noise that I actually do not like. So, just to reiterate that. It makes a very weird noise that's similar to a nether portal, along with eating combined, which I think is very interesting. So, if you're wondering, well, if there's a beehive nearby, will bees go to the bee box? They have no preference, they'll go to either, but if you only have one down, they're probably going to go in that. If you're also wondering the max amount, I honestly cannot tell you that. It wasn't in the patch notes, I read the whole thing. Now, this is actually all the bee-related stuff for right now. Actually, I'm incorrect. Honey bottles can be used to make 3 sugar per, and then you still get the bottle back. Which begs the question, do I really have to spam this with a bottle? No, and there's actually a glitch I discovered recently. So normally the only way to get honey is you gotta wait for it to fill up, then put the bottle in. But we've been having some odd things. They have made one change to dispensers. If we look here, we have a dispenser with bottles facing a water source. Hang on, let me just take out all the water. So what happens is we had 50 bottles and there's one with water. Dispensers now fill up bottles with water and honey. I don't know what the honey one... Well, I guess sugar farms. Also, bees do not like the rain. I'm mentioning that because I don't like it either. We love bees now. And they're not wasps, so shouldn't be called a bee nest. Everyone knows they're wasp nests. So, I have this hooked up to an item sorter that does not seem to be working because it does not want to. Everything's going in here, don't question the stone. So yeah, what you can do is hook this up to maybe a potion farm or something like that. Turn it on, so it'll just constantly do this, and then spit out the water bottles. So, if you ever needed water bottles for potions, there you go. Now you can automate getting that too, which I believe actually fully automates potion farms. You never have to fill it up with water bottles. So people that are really into making potions, this is something for you. So last thing, to get honey and the exploit. I currently have, let's actually make that a whole stack of bottles in there. Normally, you would need to get honey in the beehive before you can do anything, but so for those of you who don't understand, I shouldn't be getting honey right now, yet I am. Dispensers work in weird ways. Also, the honey bottle looks really nice. If you're wondering where you can find stuff in the creative inventory, foodstuffs, there's the honey bottle. Miscellaneous, there's the bee spawn egg right there. Honeycombs at the bottom of miscellaneous. Decorations blocks, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll find the beehive and bee nest. And for those of you wondering, the smithing table and flushing table, which we said would have functionality in 1.15, do not currently actually have functionality. I can't right click them. So they're still useless, but provide interesting flooring, honestly. Like, seriously. It's like cheap obsidian flooring. Fletching tables makes good desktops, but besides that, they're not that useful. Targets are pretty useful, but yep. So anyway, this has been Minecraft 1.15, the first snapshot. So hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button down below, subscribe, comment. Tell me about other things you want to see me do, Minecraft maps, certain things you want to see me build, see if I can get them done. And yep, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.